Good morning or good afternoon if you are joining me later in the day. Today we are going over your biomes, and you are going to be making sketches of your animals, plants, and that landscape that we see. So before we get into it, we need to talk about the continents. So I want to show you the continents here. There are 7 of them, and you can have the same biome in different regions of the world and different continents. So in Africa, we have grasslands biomes, and in North America, we also have those grassland biomes. However, we do not see African animals in the biomes in North America. So we don't see lions or elephants or anything like that roaming around in North America. Imagine wild elephants in Texas. So even though they're the same biome, even though they are both grasslands, we have different animals and different plants. So think about what continent you want to do for your piece. Let's say you want to do koalas and kangaroos. Those are exclusively on the Oceania continent, which is Australia and a few others. So you wouldn't have koalas naturally occurring in, let's say, North America or Europe or South America. So you would be focusing only on that one region. All right, so for your actual worksheet, you are going to put, I am drawing blank biome in blank continent. So for mine, I am doing the tundra biome, and that's going to be in Antarctica. Make sure that you write this in, y'all. That is so important. That way you know what continent you're working in. I did write the continents for your convenience down below. So there I am circling it. So for your first step, you are going to be researching animals of that biome in the continent of your choice. You're going to tippy tap on your computer, just like I'm doing here. And you're going to look up animals of that area, of that biome, and you are going to create 3 different animal sketches. I do need to let you know, you are not going to be able to use the Chromebooks for your final piece. So everything you draw here is going to be your research and your rough draft, your information for those animals. So make sure that you're drawing them out well. Make sure they look good. Don't just kind of slap a stick figure version of them on the page. I did print them out for my demonstration. So if you see me walking around with a printed image of those animals, that is why. So I'm about to start drawing 3 different animals here. I chose a fox, a bird, and a snow leopard. So those are the animals that you will see here in this demonstration. Y'all, I realized that my little fuzzy part of my mic is off, just running around the classroom. So if my peas were popping there, apologies. What's up? Hold on, y'all. I am in the middle of recording in my 3rd period class. I cannot react to anyone right now. This is going to be playing throughout the rest of the day, so I can't really slow my roll here. So I am recording again. Sorry, 3rd period. So I'm going in. I am drawing the red fox, and I am sketching him out. I'm looking at an actual image of the red fox. That way I can make a good quality sketch. because again, this paper is going to be my lifeline throughout the entire project. So throughout the whole project, I'm going to be referring to this page. So you are going to keep this page in your bucket for the whole project. You'll get it out every day to refer to it, and you'll be using this as your research for this project. So you're researching those animals, sketching them out, and then this is what you're going to refer to for that project. So I'm just drawing that fox, and I'm adding some light shading to it just so that I understand the fur patterns on this guy and what is light, what is medium, what is deep toned, because this is going to be the time where you gather that information for all of your stuff. So I am going in and I'm just shading in those feet dark. And the next item I'm going to draw is the bird, and then the last one would be that snow leopard. I do need to let you know I do not fully draw out all of these items. I don't want to waste your time, but the way that fox is drawn is the expectation. So you want to draw out your animal, you want to make it look as natural as you can, and you want to make sure that you have 3 drawn out there. Then you're going to go in and you are going to research the plants. You're going to tippy tap on your Chromebook and look up the plants in that region. So you really want to go in and look up your biome and your continent and research what plants are there. Again, for your convenience, I have printed out the plants so that I didn't have to show you my computer screen awkwardly. So I'm just going in, I'm sketching out that plant with a scumbling motion. Scumbling is the word for almost like drawing a wiggly line. So with this, I'm drawing out that lichen plant. And I'm just giving y'all a rough idea of 2 plants. I'm not drawing these out fully, just so that I'm not wasting your time. And then I'm drawing this perennial forb. I didn't know the name of it, but apparently it's called a perennial forb. For the back of your piece, you want to look at the landscape in general. So you want to look at the actual environment that these plants and animals are in, and you want to sketch that out. So I have my Antarctica tundra biome printed out on my page, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to sketch that. So you want to look, are there mountains? Are there hills? Are there like big coniferous trees? Are there rivers, lakes? Look at the natural features of that area that you're drawing, and you're going to sketch those features out. So I'm going in and drawing those mountains in the background. And then I am going to go in and sketch out the ground level and some of those snowbanks, because you want to get a good idea of what the environment looks like. The goal here is that we're not relying on a phone. We're not relying on our computers to do the final drawing. You want to just use your sketches as your information for that drawing. And that is why we are doing this. I do call these rough drafts because think about it like an English class where you're planning things out first and then you are creating that essay off of the rough draft. So we plan before we do our major projects. You're planning your animals, your plants, and the landscape environment in general. Thank you so much for your time today, and I will see you in class. Bye for now.